Hey everyone, my name is Josh. I run Save Point Vids on YouTube. I wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about the whole controversy that is surrounding PAX West and Colin Moriarty and CLS and kind of what happened, and not so much about that specifically, but the context and kind of what the main point of this video is that, for those that don't know, he is, he runs a YouTube and a Patreon channel of his own called Colin's Last Stand. It's Colin Moriarty, Chris Raygun. They do a PlayStation podcast called Sacred Symbols, and several weeks ago, they were officially invited by PAX West to host a panel there. Much to the what's the word I'm looking for? Much to the disappointment and even anger of some of his critics out there. And it turns out that earlier this afternoon, PAX officially rescinded his panel and took it away from him and said that they couldn't accommodate him, something along those lines, and that he was no longer going to have a spot there, and he has since reached out asking for a specific reason on why at the last minute this was taken away from him. He, in his tweet, he had said that he has already booked plane tickets, hotel, not to mention him personally, but all of his fans that were planning on going up and supporting him there. What about them? As of the time of this recording, PAX has yet to officially respond, although, those that are in the gaming sphere kind of can make an educated guess on, what is going on. And that's the fact that, they're giving him the shaft. I mean, and that's putting it pretty lightly. Obviously he doesn't need me or anybody else to defend him. And that's, again, not really the point of this video. It's just giving you context. But it is because he's, politically right-leaning, admittedly so. He doesn't conform to the echo chamber that is the liberal video games industry, especially on the journalist side. That is a huge part of it. But kind of the third part of it is that he made and this is years ago, literally years ago, he was originally with Kinda Funny, and he made, a joke. By all accounts, it was a joke, whether you liked the joke or you didn't like the joke, or it was in good taste or bad taste, you're obviously allowed to have your own thoughts and opinions on that. And I don't care either way. But he made a joke on, International Women's Day, I think it was. This is probably old news to most of you that would be listening to this. But you can look it up if you want. But anyway, that the fallout from that joke, he basically felt he had no other choice but to resign from Kinda Funny. And he, left the company and started Colin's Last Stand. But those couple things, together, has put him at odds with, again, the journalist side, at least, of the video game industry at large. And the main point of this video is it fucking sucks to see, it really does. Like, this is a nerdy passion. It's video games. This is a very nerdy passion that we all enjoy and that we all, are obviously passionate about, but it seems to bring out the worst in people. I just don't understand it. Like, you can dislike him. Obviously, you can dislike anybody for any reason. You don't have to agree with him. You don't have to like him, and not just him, but anybody that doesn't agree with your point of view, you don't have to actively root for their demise. I just never understood that. Like, be better to people. It's not that difficult to just, treat others with, respect and dignity, be the bigger person, and like some of the stuff that I was seeing, circulating on Twitter today after the news broke that his panel was canceled was just some like really awful shit. Like, it was really like disheartening to see. And as somebody that, if you couldn't tell already, I'm a big fan of his. actively support him, and I will continue to do so. But it just sucks. Like, why can't we just disagree in a civil manner without just like actively rooting for people's like downfall? I never understood that. And not even just video games, but just society at large. Like, I don't know if I hope these people that are doing this, I'm not going to call anybody out by name, but it's out there again. If you want to find it, you can find it. But I really hope that they are proud of themselves when they look in the mirror. You know what I mean? Like, there was somebody, again, I'm not going to mention names, but there was somebody that I was, saw on Twitter that said, if you walk through the PAX floor and you spill a milkshake on him, that's a good thing. And if he, walks through the show floor and everybody, or if maybe throws a milkshake, might have been the term, throws a milkshake on him, that would be an even better thing, or that would be a terrific thing. And it's like, why would you say that to somebody? Like, why is it okay to like have this mob mentality and this outrage culture and this, just be better to people? That's the whole point of this, is just, it's okay to disagree. I'm glad that we disagree. I'm glad that there are different viewpoints. We don't need to all be a fucking robot programmed to believe and like and enjoy the same things and think the same way and believe in the same way. That shit would be boring. I'm glad that there are different viewpoints. There are a lot of viewpoints that of his, we're talking about Colin. There's a lot of viewpoints that he holds that I don't agree with, but I don't fucking actively tell him to like jump off a building. I saw that today. Like, you should just end it and jump off a building. Like, why? Why is that okay to say to somebody? The truth of the matter is, it's okay to say over Twitter, but I guarantee that nobody would say that to his face. I mean, they're by all accounts, they're being cowardly, and it's easy to gang up on somebody when literally, hundreds or thousands of people are doing it on a, social media. But yeah, I mean, like I said, the whole point of this is just it's a plea to just treat people with respect. Again, you can dislike him, you can dislike anybody, but there's no reason to like just treat people like shit. There's really not. There is enough going on in this country and in society at large that, video games should be an escape from reality. You know what I mean? Like, it should be a way to just, we all, again, enjoy this nerdy ass industry, this geek culture, whatever you want to call it. It's okay to like not, but there's no reason. It's okay to not agree, but it's not okay under, I don't believe, any circumstance to, talk to people like they're fucking trash. Have a little bit of respect for another human being, who might be going through some shit. We all have skeletons in our closet. We all have issues that we're dealing with. Don't just fucking gang up on him because he's an easy target, especially in this industry where, people are just literally, it seems like people are just waiting for one misstep and just to like fucking pounce. And they come out and, out of the woodwork, they come out in droves to just, kick him while he's down. And again, he's a grown man. He doesn't need me to defend him. And I'm not necessarily, I'm defending him, but again, the bigger picture, the bigger message to this whole video is just be better. Be better to people, the golden rule. What happened to that? Treat others the way you want to be treated. How long does he have to pay for a stupid joke that he made at this point? 2 years ago, I guess? How long does that have to happen? Or you know what I mean? Like, how long does he have to pay for that mistake? And I just don't understand it. Yeah, man, just treat others better. Yeah, and again, that's all it comes down to. Just make it a point to, be better, treat people better, and just treat them with respect. Treat them with dignity. Even if you don't like them, even if there are tons of people that I don't like, and it's not being fake. It's not like, oh, I'm being fake because I'm being nice to them when I really don't like them. I'm not saying you have to fucking, jerk them off and kiss their ass, but be professional and be, treat others with empathy and, realize that they're a fucking human being. You know what I mean? They have feelings and they have emotions, and it's not okay to talk down to people again like they're fucking garbage. It's not true. I don't care who it is. It's not true. I don't get it. I really don't. I don't understand it. This mob mentality, this outrage culture that, and I don't know if it's just the games industry at large, anyway, I'm getting off the point or off the topic. But just be better. That's all. Just be better. Let's all be better. I can be better. I'm not fucking perfect. I'm not trying to preach from the ivory tower. I make mistakes all the time, but, try to learn from them, be proud of what you're putting out there, because I do truly believe in karma. I really do. And it does, what you put out into the universe, I really believe that it, that's what comes back to you. And I hope these people are, again, are proud of what they're putting out there and are happy and, content with, how they're treating other people, because I truly believe that it'll come back to you. I really do. Maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, but at some point in your life, that shit will come to bite you in the ass. I 100% believe that. But anyway, that's all. I mean, that's my rant. Again, if you expected to click on this video and, want me to, or, thought I was going to dunk on Colin or, celebrate in his misery, that you came, I'm sorry to disappoint you. You came to the wrong place. I'm sure there are videos out there like that. This is not one of them. Just treat people better. That's all. Just treat them better. That's all I've got.